Alright guys, how's it going? Famine52 back again, and in today's episode, we're going to start doing some side quests. See you in a minute. Alright guys, welcome back. So, in the last episode, we made it through Xanarkand. We killed Lady Yuna, did away with that final Aeon. We don't need it, right? We don't need it, hopefully. And now we are up in Sid's airship and need to go fight Sid. But before I do that, there's a couple things I want to go grab. So let's go ahead and get going. First, let's talk to everybody in here real quick. Riku, how you doing down here?
Still thinking.
Okay. Waka.
So much for the final Aeon solving everything.
Brother. I have to warn you, thinking is not my forte. I know, brother, I know. Sid?
We'll wait till you think of a plan. Get that noggin working.
Lulu.
We need to sit and think this through. There has to be a way.
And if he's here, Sir Orin. Yes, he is.
Rush this and we'll lose everything. We need to plan carefully.
Alright, so in order to advance story far enough that we could start doing some side quests, we need to run up to the area just below the bridge. Or not bridge, the deck. I don't know exactly what to call it. But it is where we first saw Evray through the windows. And in doing so, we could talk to Yuna.
I'm no good. At all.
What are you talking about?
All this time I've been thinking about how to defeat sin. But beyond the teachings of Yevon, I know nothing. I'm sorry.
Yuna, no apologies.
But...
Apology is running. Yuna never run away.
Thank you, Kamari.
So, Kamari, you got any good ideas?
Yevon's teachings.
The teachings won't help us fight sin.
No answer in the teachings. Answers lie outside. Must know both sides to find answer.
Both sides.
Micah knows
Seems
much.
like a cop-out.
Find
Kamari.
him. Make him talk.
That's it! Kamari, you rock!
Alright, so after that, let's go ahead and run back down to the bridge. And I'll see you guys down there. Alright, so at this point, walking back into the bridge is going to trigger a little cutscene.
Hey guys, I just had a great idea.
It was my idea. Let me tell them.
It's like this, yeah?
I just thought...
The hymn's the key.
Ah!
The hymn?
Sir Jack likes the hymn of the faith, correct?
Yeah?
That's why he was listening to it in Makalania.
Sin, violence incarnate, listening peacefully.
I know it's your old man, and I don't mean no disrespect, but...
No, it's fine. I've gotten used to it.
Let me say it. If we attack Sin head-on, we've little chance of winning. However, if he hears the hymn of the faith, he will become docile.
Yeah, and that's when we make our move. Might be against the rules and all, but who's keeping track, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, it could really work.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Alright, so now we could talk to Sid to open up the nav map and pick a destination. So let's go ahead and talk to him.
Yep, that sounds like a plan to me. Our baby here'll take us anywhere we want.
And at this point, we can actually go kind of anywhere, but since we're kind of on this little story progression beat right now, let's go ahead and go back to the High Bridge.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Alright, now let's go ahead and head on up here.
Infidel!
Man, don't these guys ever give up?
You regret showing your face here. We'll strike you down in the name of Yevon.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so guys...
If they want to fight, let's give them one.
Prepare to charge!
Stop!
Captain?
Lady Yuna is not to be harmed. She's no traitor. That is an evil rumor spread by the Albed. What?
Evil Albed.
Maester Micah himself told me.
Then, what are we to do?
Stand down! As she says. What was that about evil Albed? I do not understand it myself. All Yevon seems to be in a state of confusion. Why, yesterday, they called me out of the blue and made me captain of the guard.
Short on believers?
Yes, the chaos in the temples is worse than I'd imagined. It's horrible. And all the priests do is blame each other. I worry what will become of Yevon. But no! I must be the rock that stands against the swirling tides, right? Lady Yuna, I must tell you, your courage has been a great inspiration to me.
Yeah, that's great, but we came here to see Maester Micah. Is he here?
Yes, I shall arrange an audience. Please wait in the courtroom. Hey! Hey! Wait! What was all that about the Albed lying and stuff?
Simple. Yuna has become Micah's only hope.
Oh... Okay.
Just what does he think he can get away with?
Time to teach him some manners.
Yes, let's.
Alright, Maester Micah, let's have a conversation, shall we?
Why are you here? You must go and defeat Sin quickly. You have obtained the final Aeon from Yuna, have you not?
Well, we did meet her.
And then we killed her. Again.
We fought and defeated her.
What?
Summoners and Guardians will be sacrificed for the final summoning no more.
You have profaned and subverted a 1,000-year-old tradition. Fools! Infants! Do you realize what you've done? You've taken away the only means of calming Sin.
Hey, maybe that's not the only way. We think we've got another.
Why? Preposterous! There is no other way!
The Grand Maester running away.
Spira has lost its only hope. Destruction is inevitable. You Yevon's spiral of death will consume us all.
There's a you Yevon name again.
I have no desire to watch Spira die.
It won't die.
Who is this Yu Yevon guy?
Lady Yunaleska also mentioned him.
Wait, Gramps! Who's Yu Yevon?
He who crafts the souls of the dead into unholy armor. An armor called Zen. Clad in it, Yu Yevon is invincible. And the only thing that could have pierced that armor, you have destroyed. Nothing can stop it now.
Deuces. Is that like a unsent version of a temper tantrum?
Disappear on us, will you?
Get so mad that you like
Rotten son
ghost
of a
out.
super.
where is the Grand Maester?
He,
He's not here yet. How long must we wait?
That's odd. I'll go look for His Grace.
It's you.
Come to my room.
okay.
Who you talking to?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, no one.
I must go see the Faith.
I see.
Alright, so after that we are, for some reason, allowed down to see Bahamut again.
Hello.
I must thank you for the Aeon.
So what's up?
So, have you found a way to truly defeat sin?
Well,
I think so.
Well,
We need to defeat Yu Yevon.
we fight you, Yevon.
yes. If you defeat Yu Yevon, it will end. Tell me, what do you know about Yu Yevon?
He's what makes Sin come back.
Sin is his armor. It protects him.
Yu Yevon was once a summoner long ago. He was peerless. Yet now he lives for one purpose, only to summon. He is neither good nor evil. He is awake, yet he dreams. But maybe not forever.
Yeah, that's right. Because we're ending it.
Yes. Even if you defeat Sin with the final summoning, Yu Yevon will live. Yu Yevon will join with the final Aeon. He will transform it into a new Sin.
Yu Yevon merges with the Aeon.
Then, protected by this new Sin he has created, Yu Yevon continues the summoning.
For eternity. Huh?
But you know there is no such thing as eternity if you end it, is there?
Uh-huh.
Yu Yevon lives inside Sin. Yuna, listen. When you fight Yu Yevon, we will help you. Promise me you'll summon us. I'm afraid your swords and magic won't be enough. Please call us. Promise?
Yes.
But you know, when it is all over, we will wake and our dream will end. Our dream will vanish.
Yeah. You've been dreaming a long time, haven't you?
I'm sorry.
I'm grateful.
About what?
Oh, nothing. Hey, don't make that face. Come on, we're gonna beat Sin. Let's see some cheer, okay?
You're hiding something.
You're one to talk, Yuna.
I'm not.
Really? You're a bad liar, you know.
I'm afraid the Grand Maester is nowhere to be found.
It's okay, we were just leaving.
Oh, I see.
Hey! Maybe you could help us with the hymn.
Hey, good idea!
It's like, we need you to tell as many people as you can.
What should I tell them?
A ship in the sky will sing the hymn of the faith. When they hear it, we need everyone to sing along.
Everyone in Spira.
I'm not sure I understand.
You don't have to. Just tell everyone.
A ship in the sky will sing the hymn of the faith? So, when they hear it, everyone should sing along, correct?
If they do, we might be able to defeat Sin.
Truly?
Yes.
That's wonderful! You can count on me. I shall tell all of Spira.
Alright guys, so after all of those long cutscenes, we have another one, I believe. Let's go ahead and talk to Sid.
The final showdown with Sheen. I say let's get this show on the road!
Alright, so we don't currently have a cutscene, but at this point, we could go ahead and fly to Sin and start off the final sequences of the game, but we're not going to do that right now. Right now, we have a couple of things that I want to do. First, under this this input thing, there are riddles left throughout Spira. You know, those little weird sigil things that we couldn't quite decipher throughout the game? Yeah, they're actually for the airship. So let's go ahead and start putting some of these codes in. I know one of them is God Hand. Confirm. So we just deciphered one. The next one is going to be victorious. So let's go ahead and type this in. And capitalization does not work or does not matter on these, though correct spelling does. Password number 2 deciphered. And then the third password is going to be Murasame. I can never pronounce this sword name because I cannot speak Japanese, but it is a legendary Japanese sword. So let's go ahead and put this in. That should be correct. There we go. So there are the 3 codes that we need to input. Next, if we come down here to search, we can actually go to very specific map locations to get some more items. So let's go ahead and figure out some of those right now. Let's see. First one is going to be, I believe, right here. Yep. The battle site at 4157. The next one is going to be the Besaid Falls that we're looking for, which is going to be 3175. If I can get there. There it is. Okay, the next one should be up here somewhere. There it is. The Mihan Ruins at 3755. There's going to be another one over here on Beaconell. There it is, 1542. The next one is a very important one, actually. If I can remember exactly where it is. There it is. We got Baj Temple at 1462. And the last one is another very important one that's going to be up here on like the tip of the island over here. The Omega Ruins at 7336. Alright, so now as you can see, we have a whole bunch of new things on here that all yell out new at us. Let's go ahead and start off. Before we go to any of them, let's go ahead and head back to Xanarkand, though.
Yeah, here we go!
Because there was something that we were unable to do before. Let's go ahead and take care of something real quick. No, it's not you. No. No. There we go. just to show you guys that I really don't need to turn off random encounters. I do have that piece of armor that you just saw me put on Titus. That is going to make random encounters not a thing. Alright, then now that we are up here back at the Xanarkin Temple, running forward, we have Donna and Bartello.
What good is this place? All that trouble getting here only to find ruins.
Well, a lot's happened. You should know. There's no more final summoning.
What do you mean?
Hey, we've got a plan, okay?
And this plan's going to work?
It has to.
So, you're saying it's all in your hands now? Fine. You do what you like, however you like. I'll just wait my turn. Well, it doesn't matter who does the deed, but are you sure you're up to it?
You just watch. We'll get Sin.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Bartello, shall we?
Alright, so in order for that scene to happen, you need to have, what's it called? Basically told Donna that you don't care what she does up on the airship. Alright, now that we are back here in the temple, we did not get our destruction sphere when we were here before. So in order to do it, you see that little code right there on the screen? We need to get, what is that going to be, 7 of the white boxes. The first room, we have these 3 right here. And then the next 4 are actually going to be in this other room. And I can never remember which ones they are, so I'm probably going to have to sit here for a while and just hope and pray, because it's not like I can actively have the map show me where I need to go. I believe that's one. I think this is the next one. Nope. Do not go down here. Go down here and you will die. That is not me being facetious in any way. That is me warning you, do not go down into the actual Chamber of the Faith. Chances are you're going to be nowhere near strong enough to take on Bahamut. I believe this right here is the last one, actually. Hey, it was. And doing that causes that little screen on the other side to rise up, revealing the destruction sphere for us. So let's go ahead and grab that guy. And head back on in here. And go ahead and put the destruction sphere over here. The alcove that powers the screen. And that causes the screen to overload a little bit and blow up, revealing our chest. Alright, now let's pick it up. What do we got? We got a magisterial rod, which of course is going to be a weapon for Yuna. Let's see, what does it do? Half MP cost, not bad, though by the end of this episode we should have something a lot better for her. Let's go ahead and head on out here. Go to our save sphere and board the ship again. Alright, and now that we have all of the destruction spheres. Yeah. All of the destruction sphere treasures, let's go ahead and head to the Baj Temple.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
And before moving forward, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have for our 3 swimmers, shall we? If you have Stoneproof for anybody, I definitely recommend putting that on. I do not, so it's no big deal. And if you are at the level you should be in the game, I would definitely recommend putting on something that has at least one element on it. The more the better, because it does in fact stack. Like this rising sun right here that we have for Riku would do really well if she wasn't already pretty strong. Let's see, Titus, like one of these double edges would do the job nicely, but I'm not really too worried about that. What I am worried about is stone proof. Do we have any stone proof for you? No, we do not. Okay, so with that being the case, I want... Do I not have an invading counter for you? I thought I did. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of the magic counter. Okay, that is no big deal. We might actually lose Titus in this fight, but not to worry about that. Next up, we have Waka, which I don't think we have stone proof for him. We do not. And I'm not really too fussed about it to actually... Oh, I have stone ward, but nah. I'm not too fussed about it. I have this rematch, which is evade and counter. So hopefully, with that being the case, I shouldn't be in too much of a pickle. Hopefully. But let's go ahead and head on back over here. And for those of you that think that this place looks familiar but can't quite place it, this is actually where we were in the beginning of the game.
What's up? Something here?
I almost got eaten by a fiend here. Payback time.
I get the picture. All right, let's go.
All right, so in order to cause the fight to come out, we need to swim towards the exit, I believe. Yes, we do. There we go. And this guy right here, do any of my active characters have sensor? Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring out the Brotherhood real quick. This guy, he has 32,000 health and is weak to all 4 of the elements. And even though he's a fish, that means he is also weak to water, which makes absolutely no sense, but it is what it is. How much damage are you doing, Riku? 43? Okay. How about you, Waka? That's a critical, it doesn't count. Let's go ahead and put this counterattack back onto Titus. Now that attack that he just did is exactly why I wanted stone proof in the beginning. Because that does have a chance to... Is he already dead? Alright, so stone proof, or his stone punch has an opportunity to actually petrify you, which underwater is an instant death. Alright, so I wasn't really too worried about overkilling him, because all he drops are a couple power spheres. But we did just get something for Yuna, which is a no encounters. So if you're having troubles fighting the ghosts, I want to say, in the temple, not the temple, the Cavern of the Stolen Faith, this is a pretty good way to do it. There's a save sphere right up top. And this guy is not difficult to beat at all, as you guys just saw. But let's go ahead and do what we actually wanted to do for coming here. Let's go ahead and swim over here to the exit. And going on forward until we can get out of the water. Alright, now let's go ahead and head into this room. Alright, now, as long as you have collected all of the destruction spheres, this area should not be an issue. In this box over here, we got 4 Mega Phoenixes. All you have to do is walk up to each of the little altars, and they will ignite and light up. And in that chest, we got a Mega Elixir. Over here, let's see. That is going to be Macalania right there. Which one are you? I believe this is going to be Kilika. No idea. Let's just get the last one. This one is Jose. So by doing that, that little magical barrier decides to go away. And let's go ahead and head on side and get our reward, shall we?
You are Maester Seymour's mother.
So you know, yet still you seek my aid. My son, do you not hate him?
It is what it is.
He is the one who sowed the seeds of hatred. He is to blame. But I am at fault for letting him become what he was.
No, you're not.
He was always alone, half guardo, half man. I wanted to give him the strength to live by himself. And so I became a faith. But because I let him taste power, he began to thirst for more. He was not satisfied with my Aeon. He wanted more power.
And he found sin.
Yes. Come, Summoner. I will bestow you with my power. The Dark Aeon, Anima. Destroy sin, and my son's obsession with it.
The Dark Aeon Anima, not to
Though
be
it is
confused
small
with Dark
recompense for what
Anima.
I did to him.
Two completely different creatures. One is our anima and is really easy to destroy. The other is Dark Anima and really difficult to fight. Anyway. There is our trophy for obtaining anima. And now, just to show something real quick, with Yuna's stats, like how I have them right here, with having her strength at 43 and magic at 113, that is going to actually affect anima a little bit, making anima strength 246 and anima's magic at 131. Yeah, just thought I would point that out real quick. The next thing that we would need to get for what I want to do today is actually going to be Yojimbo. But we have already taken care of him, so don't worry about that. Just go back and watch the last little bit on my episode on the Comlands, and that should help you get Yojimbo if you, for some reason, don't already have him. Let's go ahead and get on out of here, and I'll meet you guys actually back at the Calmlands. Alright guys, so here we are back in the Calmlands, and something that I realized while teleporting here is I never actually went to the locations that I unlocked with the airship. So once we're done here in the Calmlands and done unlocking what we got to unlock here, I'll go ahead and just throw those in here just to keep all of that into the same episode. But anyway, we gotta come over here to Remy Temple, which is another thing that I pointed out in the actual Calmlands video. And I will be taking care of that stuff. Actually, let me go ahead and save my game real quick. I will figure out real quick if I actually need to do the chocobo races right now to get what I need to get. But let's go ahead and head on into the temple.
Welcome, Yuna.
What is this place?
Remium Temple. Once a great religious center in the Calm Lands, lost after the battle with Sin.
And this is your home? What? You got something against company?
It's a long story. Easier perhaps to show you.
You're dead too.
Don't send me just yet. There is still one thing left for me to do here. With the help I can give, a young summoner might just be able to defeat Sin. Well, Yuna, I challenge you. If you cannot beat me, you'll never beat Sin.
Yep, let's go ahead and fight her. And find it kind of funny that we need to start with Valfor and work our way all the way down to the final Aeon that we can battle with her. Honestly, up until we get to, who would it be? Yojimbo, there's really no point in me showing any of these fights. Or I guess Adaba. There's really no point in me showing any of these fights because we've already fought her Aeons. But let's go ahead.
Well. Before we begin, now, are you ready?
Alright, so much like in the regular game, at this point we are in a Aeon battle with Veltamini here. And if for whatever reason you missed out on the Summoner Soul and the other thing that you got from fighting her, this would be the point at which you get them. And you know what? We just got Anima, so let's go ahead and summon her. And as you can see off the bat, she does not really partake in the health limit. Still want to know where that hook comes from. Anyway, yeah, Valfor really has no chance here. Dead.
Stop. That is enough.
Yeah, so that's how most of these fights are going to go, so I'm just going to skip through them a little bit.
You have made some progress, and for that, I am glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
That's what we get. And hey, there we got a trophy for doing maximum damage outside of the damage barrier.
Stop. That is enough. You have made some progress, and for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
30 X potions?
If you've got what it takes to beat Sin, I should be no more than a bump in your path, right? have made some progress, and for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy. You've got quite a name to live up to, daughter of Braska. You have made some progress, and for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy. Well, Yuna, shall we see how well your training serves you? You have made some progress, and for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
Alright, so for defeating her Aeons up to Bahamut, we get the Flower Scepter. Sure, I'm going to go with Scepter, even though that does not look like the correct spelling to me. But I'm more math brain than English, so just ignore me. The Flower Scepter mixed with the Blossom Crown that we got for collecting all of the Water Fiends on Mount Gagazet.
You've got quite
actually
a name
give us
to live
access
up to,
to
daughter of Braska.
another room here in this temple.
I see.
Which I am going to do my best to go to right now by avoiding Belgamini here. So let's go ahead and head back here. Seal with strong power. Try using the Blossom Crown. Yep, let's go ahead and use that. That breaks the first level of the enchantment. Now let's go ahead and try to use the Flower Scepter. That breaks the second level of enchantment. And now Yuna can go inside what looks like a Chamber of the Faith. Interesting, interesting. Alright, so by doing that we get Cindy, Sandy, and Mindy. And we gained 2 trophies there, one for obtaining the Magnus Sisters and one for obtaining all the Aeons in the game. So just to show something real quick. Anima here, I got 246 strength and 131 magic, right? Yeah. Sandy already has maxed out strength. And Mindy has higher magic. So, I guess technically speaking, Mindy is the strongest magical Aeon, and Sandy is the strongest strength-based Aeon at the point you get them, but all around, like in one package, Anima is going to be the strongest out of all of the Aeons. One more thing, for defeating... What am I looking for? For defeating one of her Aeons, I forgot exactly which one it is. She gave us a couple chocobo feathers. She gave us 10 of them, so let's go ahead and take those and go ahead and put haste on Anima right now. That is going to be very useful in a little bit. I will explain that later. And we actually have enough for flare. Yeah, I don't want to use that yet, though. Alright, so now, we have defeated her up to Bahamut. That means that her next Aeon should be one of the secret Aeons, which she does not actually summon until you have obtained them. So the next one she summons, I believe, is actually going to be Anima. Which is going to give me a chance to show you guys Yojimbo.
If you've got what it takes to
because I haven't
beat
actually
Sin,
used him yet.
I should be no more than a bump in your path, right?
Oh no, I'm sorry. This one is Yojimbo.
Very well. Before we begin, now,
So
are
I
you
might as well
ready?
show you guys the deal with the Magnus Sisters.
Choose
I
your
feel like
Aeon
they were
well,
trying to
Summoner.
distance themselves a little bit with other Final Fantasy games. Like, I feel like this guy could have easily been called, like, Gilgamesh, and it would have made perfect sense. But anyway, let's go ahead and summon the Magnus Sisters, or the Magus Sisters. And there we have Cindy, Sandy, and Mindy. Alright, so they are the only Aeons that the only Aeon thing that actually fills up a full party. And you can actually give each of them different commands. Like right now we are with Cindy, and we're going to tell her to do as she will. And because we don't have that good of a rapport with her, she's going to take a break. Let's go ahead and tell Mindy to fight. And she misses. Sandy. Go, go, go. I'm sorry, Cindy. Doink. Yeah, so they can be a little difficult to use.
Stop.
Because
That
a
is
lot of
enough.
what they do depends on the situation and how often you use them and your particular rapport with them.
Ah, you have made some progress. And for that, I am glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
And for defeating them, she gives us 8 Shadow Gems. Next up is going to be Anima.
I will be the judge of your Aeon strength. Are you good enough, I wonder?
I'll do my best.
Very well. Before we begin... Now, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Very much ready.
Choose your Aeon well, Summoner.
So, for this fight, I'm going to go ahead and summon Yojimbo. Because Yojimbo is very different from the remainder of the Aeons, much like the Magus Sisters. He too has a little rapport system working in the background, though it is a little different. Alright, so Yojimbo, in order to get him to attack, you actually need to pay him gil. And the more you summon him, the more you pay him, the more willing he is going to be to do his more powerful attacks. Like when you first start using him, in order to actually use his most powerful attack as a motto, you are almost always going to need to either pay him like 1,000,000 gil or have his overdrive full. But then the more you use him, the less and less he needs to have that overdrive full in order to use his Zamato. Let's go ahead and give him 10,000 gil. See what that gives us. Gosh. And because I don't have Orin's ultimate weapon, he's actually not going to be doing his doing more than 9,999 damage. Let's go ahead and pay him 100,000. See what that gives us. Again. And he's... Oh! He missed! Nice! Every once in a while, once you have your rapport with him pretty good, he will actually counterattack, apparently. This is probably going to kill him, though. Oh no! He did not die. Alright. Yeah, and I'm just giving him 100,000 over and over again because at this point, hey! Zanmato. Which I believe is the one required to actually kill powerful creatures as opposed to Zanmato, which can just kill regular creatures. And Anima, you're dead.
Stop. That is enough.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't really use
you have made some progress. And for that,
Yojimbo all that
glad.
much, just because of how finicky
Take this.
his
It
thing
may
is.
come in handy.
60 stamina springs, alright. Well, I'm not gonna lie, paying him as much gil as I did in that fight really increased his
Well,
liking
Yuna,
with me.
shall we see how well your training serves you?
Alright, so last up we got the Magus sisters.
Very well. Before we begin, now, are you ready?
And again, she will not summon them until you have obtained them from the room behind her.
Choose your Aeon well, Summoner.
Will do. And I'm actually going to use this opportunity as a chance to show you guys one of the biggest changes between the PS2 version and the HD remaster. Let's go ahead and grant summon Anima. And then Oblivion. Watch this carefully, guys. If you know the PS2 version, the big difference shows up almost right away. Yep, it is multi-hit. Each one of those punches does damage. Because Animal's strength is so high, they all did maximum damage, which means they're dead. Alright, so that was all of her Aeons. What does that mean for us? What's going to happen now?
Ah, you have made some progress. And for that, I am glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
40 shining gems.
Thank you. Perhaps you'll teach me again someday?
That's not possible. You have already surpassed your father. There is nothing more I can teach you. My work here on Spira is done. Time for me to go.
Send her.
You're one to speak, Orin. So at this point, unless you're doing a no sphere grid game, there's really no point not to send her. Though she does give us like background items that can be useful. The item that she gives us, or that we obtain, I should say, for sending her, is so much better, in my opinion, for what we are currently doing. So let's just go ahead and send her.
Yes.
It is in your hands. Destroy sin and save Spira.
Alright, so we obtained the moon sigil for that. Very nice, very nice. And before we leave, let's go ahead and head back in here to the chamber and see what's going on with the sisters, shall we?
Why couldn't we see to stop the draining? Why did we stay on in Spira? We had forgotten for so long. We had forgotten to move forward. We had forgotten to change.
And for that we get a defense sphere. But at this point we can go back to all of the various chambers of the faith, and they will reward us with stuff. Though I warn you, do not attempt to go back to Besaid or Makalania right now, because you will die. And we cannot go to the one in Bavel because we no longer have access to the Bavel trials. Anyway, moving on. Next up we need the Cloudy Mirror, which is obtained by doing a little chocobo race here. So let's go ahead and first let's talk to the chocobo. Cool, cool. Now let's talk to this. Chocobos come to the Forgotten Temple to test their speed and skill. You who are listening to this, you have been accepted as a true rider. It is Chocobo custom that one must have a rider to challenge the champion Chocobo that stands near this sphere. Mount the bridled Chocobo waiting on the opposite side of the temple. Once you are astride, the challenger will race, or the challenger, the race will begin. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on over here to the other Chocobo. And this can be a little annoying if you are trying to go for the trophy tied to this thing, which I'm not going to do in this episode, for reasons of this episode already being long enough. But when you are going for that trophy, all you have to do is win the race while obtaining five boxes. It does not matter if you hit any of the poles, you just need to win while obtaining 5 boxes. If you win while getting 5 boxes and don't hit any of the little poles on the side, then you get, I believe it's 33 stars. But there are much better ways to get that, so don't try to do this just for that. And this can be a little difficult. But for right now, we are just going to be racing down to the bottom. And this first race, because we're not trying to get any boxes, is actually real simple. Just continue along your way, and you basically can't lose. I say that, and somebody's going to tell me that they lost. But just make our way down here at the bottom for the first time. We win. And we obtain the Cloudy Mirror. Now, I wonder what that's for. This item opens ancient seals hidden through Sphera. It seems to have lost its power, though, but there might be a way to restore it. There is definitely a way to restore it. And let's go ahead and go do that right now. I'll meet you guys back in Makalania. Alright guys, so here we are back in Makalania, and in order to power up that mirror, we actually need to talk to these people first. I'm supposed to meet my husband here, but he hasn't shown up for the longest time. I'm supposed to meet my dad, but he's late. So their dad is actually back here a couple screens. And back in here where we rested after the whole Bevel thing. And this is him right here. I'm supposed to meet my family here, but they're nowhere in sight. Dude, they're over there. What, really? Thanks, kid. Alright, now, these Guado. Hey, aren't you on the Besaid Aurochs? You are a Blitzball player. There is something I must tell you. I'd like to apologize on behalf of the Guado. We are responsible for the fiends that attacked the stadium after the game. We're sorry for the disturbance and for disrupting such a wonderful game. Please accept our apologies. Yeah, so these Guado are the ones that actually disrupted the Blitzball tournament with their fiends on behalf of Maester Seymour. So yeah. Now let's go ahead and talk to them again. I finally met up with my husband, thanks to your help. I can't thank you enough. I was reunited with my wife thanks to all of you. But now my boy's missing. He went into the woods alone. That he did. Now if we take this little shimmering path up the side over here. And continue on up here. Here's the boy. It feels like there's something around here, doesn't it? Yeah, there's definitely something around here. I wonder what it could be. Use the cloudy mirror? Yes, ma'am. So Titus holds up the cloudy mirror. Absorbing the power and turning it into the celestial mirror. Very nice, very nice. You found my dad. Thanks a bunch. Yeah. Get out of here, kid. Alright, so now that we have the celestial mirror, there are certain boxes throughout the game that we were unable to open before, like the one that the dude at the monster arena tried to give us. But we will now be able to open those. That is not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and just turn on 2x speed to help get over there a little bit faster. Because I don't think my recording device can actually handle 4x speed. But let's go ahead and hop on a Chocobo. Yeah, let me ride one. I'm not going to train one for another couple episodes here. Just because that is incredibly obnoxious. But anyway, at this point what we want to do is go ahead and head on back to the monster arena. And go on in here. And now at this point, the celestial mirror seems to react. Use the celestial mirror? Of course. And Yuna comes out of nowhere, opening up the chest, and she obtained the Nirvana. Very nice, very nice. So let's go ahead and check out that Nirvana, shall we? No AP. That does not seem good. Yeah, that's right, guys. In this game, the ultimate weapons, also known as celestial weapons, you need to power them up. And they all start with no AP, which is incredibly annoying, but no big deal. Let's go ahead and board the airship real quick. Let's go ahead and turn off 2x speed.
The final showdown with Sheen. I say let's get this show on the road!
And now that we are back on the airship, let's go ahead and, you know what? Before we go to the island proper, let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff on Besaid.
Here we go!
Let's go to Besaid's Ruins 1. I believe this is the one that we unlocked for putting in the Victorious code. Yes, it is Victorious. That is going to be something for Riku, which is an armor, not a weapon. It gives you lightning proof, fireproof, and ice proof, which can be very useful if you are having difficulties with a certain boss coming up that I haven't quite shown yet. Let's go ahead and get back into the airship.
The final showdown with Sheen.
Yeah. Next up, let's go to Besaid Ruins 2.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
And here we have that weapon that I was unable to pronounce earlier. The Murasame? I have no idea. That is going to be a weapon for our samurai of the group, which is Orin. And it gives us piercing, 1 NP cost, and 2 open slots. Can be useful if for whatever reason you want Orin to be a caster, but I don't, so I'll probably just end up selling it. Alright, and our last new spot on Besaid is going to be the Besaid Falls.
Here we go!
And here in the Besaid Falls, we have the Dragoon Lance, which it's a lance, so that means obviously it is a weapon for Kamari. Having magic counter and evading counter, which can be very useful. He's probably never going to use it though for me. But anyway, let's go ahead and head back to Besaid proper.
Showdown. Yeehaw! Here we go!
Alright, now that we are here, let's go ahead and get the moon crest, shall we? Or sigil, whichever one it was that we didn't just grab. You remember that box I showed you in, I believe, episode 2? That I told you that I wasn't going to get until like later in the game? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab that right now. Obtain the moon crest. Alright, and now we have everything we need for Yuna's ultimate weapon. Her celestial weapon. I'll meet you guys back at the Makalania Woods. Alright guys, you know what? While I'm here, because this is the closest teleport spot, we have a chest right here that we weren't able to open up earlier. Let's see what we got in here. We got 4,000 gil. Very nice, very nice. Alright, but anyway, let's go ahead and head up here to this path where that Albed primer was before. That puts us back on this weird little like light bridge path. I don't really know what to call it. But that brings us back up here to this thing right here. You have celestial weapons? Yes we do. We have one for Yuna. You must offer the moon crest. Yep, let's go ahead and complete that ritual. The weapon's powers have grown. Alright, so I can present that again, but before I do so, I want to come down here. So by putting that onto the crest, her weapon now gains double overdrive. Still has no AP though. Yeah. You must offer the moon sigil. The weapon has obtained its maximum power. No, I do not have any more. Alright, so now, Yuna, that means that your Nirvana now has break damage limit, triple overdrive, double AP, and 1 MP cost. We are going to go ahead and equip that, though it is not necessarily the best weapon for Yuna. You can make things that ultimately end up being better. Like I'm probably going to make her a customized weapon that has break damage limit, 1 MP cost, magic booster and magic 20%. That's just what I'm thinking of off the top of my head right now. But for the remainder of the main game, this thing is going to be doing work. It is a really good celestial weapon. But guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. You know what? I lied, guys. I just remembered that I told you I was going to do something, and I haven't done it yet. So let me go ahead and splice these in right now. Alright, so our next input code treasure is going to be here at the Mihin Ruins.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
If I remember correctly, this is going to be a weapon for Riku. If I can get to it. Thank you. Sonar. Which, Riku, where are you? There you are. You are up top. Sonar has initiative and poison strike. Can be interesting. I'm probably never going to use it. Let's see. Our next one is going to be at the Mushroom Rock. Something worth noting about the Mushroom Rock while we are headed there. This is the code that we unlocked with God Hand. And I'm actually not going to collect the treasure here right now, but I will at least show you where it is. The God Hand treasure is going to be right here, and that is going to be Riku's celestial weapon. But where I was actually initially going to go is that this right here is the only area that the bird will, not the bird, I guess technically he's a bird. The big flyer, the big guy, this is going to be the only place in that we will be able to encounter him for the Mushroom Rock area of the monster capture. So if you're having difficulty with that, this is where he's going to be. Let's see. Next up, we have I'm not even going to pronounce that. It is the sands right here.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
The Sanubai? Anyway, coming up here and opening up this chest, we get a Ascalon, which is something for Titus, which is going to be double AP, which can be useful, but we're going to be getting something a lot better very soon. Next up is going to be the Omega Ruins, which we have down here. We are not going here yet, but we will eventually be going to the Omega Ruins and doing a lot of the stuff in there. But we are not currently strong enough, so the last one that we're going to have in this video is going to be the battle site.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
And remember that chest I pointed out earlier that we were unable to obtain? This is how we get it. It's going to be a Phantom Bangle, which is going to be something for Lulu here, which is Ice Eater, Fire Eater, and Water Eater. Alright, so that is it for the secret areas. But guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. So I will see you guys in the next episode where we will be getting Auron's ultimate weapon. But until then guys, this is Famine52 signing out, and peace out.